you are waiting for this person to choose you. You're trying to figure out what you can do to get them to like you. Especially for the women here, okay? I want to be so to the point about this. You don't have to ask for anything from a man. You should know your worth, your value, what you deserve in a relationship. Expect a man to give that to you. And if he's not giving it to you, stop giving a fuck about him and organize yourself in a way and entertain people that do give you those things. And if you want this person to show up for you, you're going to know that. But it is not your job to try and get him to give you those things. You don't have to wait for anything. Okay, so a lot of you are waiting for something and you're wondering why it's not happening, because living in the end is actually stepping into that version of you. And there's a million different ways for things to unfold. There's so many people that they're in a relationship, somebody's not showing up properly. They're like, fuck this shit, I'm out, okay? I know my worth and my value, what I deserve. They go and embrace different aspects of life, people, places, and things, and that other person wakes up and realizes if they don't get their shit together, they're gonna lose this person, and they do whatever they need to do to get that person back without that person asking for it. That is living in the end. You're not accepting anything that you don't want. You don't have to wait for anything. You're not trying to figure out how to get this person to want you. You are focusing on what you want and organizing yourself in a way to fully embody that. If this is this pattern of coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, then just stop entertaining it completely, okay? And be confident with what you're doing, okay? But there are parts of you that are not fully confident, which is why I'm gonna suggest that you strengthen those types of beliefs surrounding discernment, making choices that, feeling confident with the choices that you're making, the ways that you're communicating, prioritizing yourself, knowing that you're worthy of being prioritized. Because here's the thing with this, you guys, okay? When you believe you are worthy of being, this is what I want you guys to see how beliefs translate, okay? So please listen to me here, okay? Because this is gonna help you with a lot of headache once this really clicks, okay? If you believe you are worthy of being prioritized, when somebody shows up in your life being inconsistent, you're not gonna find them attractive. You're not gonna care what they do. You're not gonna care what they think. You're not gonna be worried about whether or not they like you. You're not going to really care about them because they're not showing up in a way that you know you deserve. And when you actually operate in that manner, it's going to unconsciously show somebody that if they want to be in your life, they have to show up properly. Otherwise, you don't give a fuck about them because you know your worth and your value. Step into that fearlessly, okay? Step into that fearlessly. I understand you're trying to be compassionate here, but if this is something that keeps going on, you need to get to a point where you're just like, nope, I'm not entertaining this at all anymore. And I know that I'm worth somebody going through whatever change they need to be with in order to be with me, okay? This is not about playing games. So somebody just wrote, this kind of reminds me of the book, Why Men Love Bitches. It's not about playing games. It's about remaining self-recognized, okay? Until you recognize yourself as somebody that deserves to be prioritized, that you don't allow people to play games with you, where you don't entertain hot and cold behavior, you don't even see that as something that you have to deal with in your life, until you become self-recognized in that way, you're gonna keep entertaining these things. Just like somebody rejecting you twice and then wondering and then telling you to wait for them, and then you're waiting for them. You're not being self-recognized. You're not knowing your worth and your value. You don't know what you deserve. So therefore, you keep entertaining things that you don't deserve and then wondering why they're not changing, because you're not changing. You're not changing in how you're identified and what you believe you deserve. So how is somebody else going to give you something that you don't even believe you're worth? Because if you actually believed you were worth these things, you wouldn't be entertaining this from the get-go. It's a complete contradiction. Living in the end, this is why I say, when you live in the end of a new version of you, you're not going to give a fuck about particular things. You're not going to react to them. You're not going to respond to them because it's below you. It's below you to respond to that. If somebody is showing up in a way that you don't deserve, that is below you. It is a waste of your mental time and energy. So whether you respond to this person or not, it doesn't really matter, because they're not even showing up in a way that you like. And until you become self-recognized in that way, these things are going to continue to happen, and you're going to continue to pacify them and then wonder why they're not changing. You have to recognize yourself. Stop waiting for them. Okay?